ghostly, enc ghostly encounters at the haunted house, chilling EVP recordings. In the dimly lit room, a group of brave souls gathered around a table, their hearts pounding with anticipation. They were about to embark on a spine-chilling journey into the unknown, armed with only their courage and a collection of chilling EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recordings captured at the haunted house. The air grew heavy as the first recording played, its eerie whispers echoing through the room. The group listened intently, their minds racing with questions. Who or what was trying to communicate from beyond the grave? The ghostly voices seemed to beckon, inviting them to uncover the mysteries hidden within the walls of the haunted house. As the recordings continued, the group discovered a pattern emerging. The whispers grew louder and more distinct, as if the spirits were becoming more comfortable with their presence. The EVPs revealed glimpses of tragic tales, untold secrets, and unfinished business, all trapped within the haunted house's ethereal walls. One recording sent shivers down their spines. It was a chilling conversation between two spirits, discussing their tragic demise and their longing for resolution. The group exchanged nervous glances, realizing that they were not alone in their quest for answers. The spirits were just as desperate to find closure as they were. With each recording, the group delved deeper into the haunted house's dark history. They uncovered stories of lost souls yearning for release, tormented by the chains of their past. The EVPs became a portal into the supernatural, allowing them to connect with the spirits and offer solace to their troubled souls. But as the night wore on, the atmosphere grew more tense. The spirits seemed agitated, their voices growing more frantic and sorrowful. The group could sense a growing urgency, as if time was running out for the spirits to find peace. In a moment of bravery, one member of the group spoke up, addressing the spirits directly. "We hear your cries, your pleas for redemption," they said, their voice filled with empathy. "We will do our best to help you find the closure you seek." Suddenly, the room fell silent. The EVP recording ceased, and a chilling breeze swept through the air. It was as if the spirits had heard their plea and acknowledged their presence. The group exchanged a mixture of fear and determination, ready to embark on a mission to uncover the truth behind the haunted house's dark past. Armed with the knowledge gained from the EVP recordings, the group began meticulously researching the history of the haunted house. They uncovered forgotten newspaper articles, old photographs, and testimonies from those who had encountered the supernatural within its walls. With each new piece of information, the group began to piece together the puzzle of the haunted house's haunting. They discovered the identities of the spirits they had communicated with and the tragic events that had bound them to the house. It was a story of betrayal, lost love, and unfinished business that spanned decades. As the group delved deeper into the haunting's history, they realized that the key to freeing the spirits lay in righting the wrongs of the past. They organized a seance, inviting mediums and paranormal experts to help facilitate a connection between the living and the dead. In a climactic moment, the spirits revealed themselves, their presence palpable in the room. Through the mediums, they conveyed their gratitude to the group for listening, for acknowledging their existence, and for the opportunity to finally find peace. The haunted house, once a place of fear and darkness, transformed into a sanctuary of healing. The spirits, now freed from their tormented existence, moved on to the afterlife, their souls finally at rest. The group left the haunted house forever changed, their own spirits touched by the ethereal encounter. They had not only uncovered the chilling truth behind the haunting, but had also played a part in bringing closure to the lost souls trapped within its walls. The EVP recordings, once a source of fear and curiosity, had become a catalyst for healing and redemption. And as the group reflected on their ghostly encounters, they couldn't help but wonder if the haunted house would ever truly be free from its supernatural past. As the group stood in the now peaceful and serene haunted house, they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. The spirits had revealed themselves, their presence palpable in the room, and had shared their gratitude with the group. It was a moment of profound connection between the living and the dead. The mediums, still in a trance-like state, conveyed the spirits messages of thanks and relief. The spirits expressed their gratitude for being heard, for finally having their stories acknowledged and their presence recognized. They had longed for this opportunity to find peace, and the group had unknowingly provided it. The haunted house, once a place of fear and darkness, had been transformed into a sanctuary of healing. The heavy atmosphere lifted, replaced by a sense of tranquility. The spirits, no longer tormented by their past, were ready to move on to the afterlife, their souls finally finding rest. As the spirits departed, their ethereal presence gradually faded away, leaving behind an indescribable feeling of serenity. The group stood in silence, absorbing the magnitude of what had just transpired. They had been witnesses to a profound moment of closure and redemption. Leaving the haunted house, the group couldn't shake the feeling that they had been forever changed by the experience. Their own spirits had been touched by the encounter, and they carried with them a newfound respect for the supernatural world. They knew now that the spirits were not mere figments of imagination or tales to be dismissed. They were real, with stories and emotions just as intricate as their own. The EVP recordings, once a source of fear and curiosity, had become a catalyst for healing and redemption. The group had stumbled upon them in their quest for answers, unknowingly providing the spirits with a voice. It was a reminder that sometimes, the answers we seek are hidden in the most unexpected places. As the group reflected on their ghostly encounters, they couldn't help but wonder if the haunted house would ever truly be free from its supernatural past. The spirits had found peace, but the house itself still held the memories of their torment. Perhaps, they thought, it would take time and continued acknowledgement of the spirit's existence for the house to fully shed its haunted reputation. Regardless, the group felt a sense of fulfillment and closure. They had played a part in bringing peace to the lost souls trapped within the house's walls. And as they moved forward from this experience, they carried with them a newfound appreciation for the power of empathy, understanding, and the ability to bring healing to both the living and the dead. As the group continued their journey, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had witnessed something truly extraordinary. The spirits they had encountered had not only found peace, but had also become a catalyst for healing and redemption. Their presence had served as a reminder that even the darkest of places could be transformed through compassion and understanding. News of their encounter spread, and people from all around came to hear their story. Many were skeptical, dismissing it as mere superstition, but there were others who believed in the power of the supernatural. They saw the group as a beacon of hope, proof that there was a way to heal the wounds of the past, even if it meant facing the unknown. The haunted house became a symbol of resilience and transformation, drawing visitors who sought solace and guidance. People would leave offerings and prayers, hoping to connect with the spirits and find answers to their own personal struggles. The house became a sanctuary, a place where people could come to reflect on their own lives and seek redemption. Over time, the house began to change. Its walls, once filled with the echoes of despair, now resonated with a sense of peace and healing. The memories of the spirit's torment began to fade, replaced by a newfound sense of harmony. The house no longer felt haunted. Instead, it exuded a quiet strength and resilience. The group continued to visit the house, not as ghost hunters, but as caretakers of its newfound legacy. They would hold gatherings and ceremonies, honoring the spirits and acknowledging the pain they had endured. They understood that the healing process was ongoing, that it would take time for the house to fully shed its haunted reputation. As the years passed, the haunted house became a place of pilgrimage. People came from far and wide, not just to witness the supernatural, but to learn from the lessons it had to offer. The group became guides, sharing their experiences and helping others find their own paths to healing and redemption. In the end, the group realized that their encounter with the spirits had been more than just a quest for answers. It had been a transformative journey of self-discovery and growth. They had learned the power of empathy, the importance of acknowledging the pain of others, and the ability to bring healing to both the living and the dead. And as they moved forward, they carried with them the knowledge that sometimes, the answers we seek are hidden in the most unexpected places. Cursed Haunted House Investigation, Demonic Forces Unleashed. As the team of investigators cautiously stepped into the cursed haunted house, an eerie silence filled the air. The atmosphere was heavy with an otherworldly presence, sending shivers down their spines. Each step echoed through the dimly lit corridors, as if the house itself was alive and watching their every move. Equipped with an array of paranormal investigation tools, the team meticulously began their search for any signs of demonic forces that had been reportedly unleashed within the house. The air was thick with anticipation, as they knew they were treading on dangerous grounds. The first room they entered was adorned with decaying furniture and faded wallpaper. The air was stale, carrying a scent of decay and despair. As the investigators scattered across the room, their devices crackled with static, indicating the presence of supernatural energy. Suddenly, the temperature dropped drastically, causing their breaths to form misty clouds in the air. A feeling of dread washed over them, as if an invisible force was closing in. One investigator, Sarah, felt an icy grip tighten around her arm, causing her to gasp in pain. The demonic forces were making their presence known. With a surge of determination, the team pressed on, delving deeper into the cursed house. Each room they entered seemed to hold its own dark secrets and malevolent energies. The walls whispered haunting echoes, and the floorboards creaked under their weight, as if protesting their intrusion. As they reached the basement, the air grew thick with an oppressive darkness. The flickering lights cast eerie shadows on the walls, creating an unsettling dance of darkness and light. The investigators huddled together, their hearts pounding in their chests, as they prepared to confront the demonic forces that had been unleashed within the house. Suddenly, a low growl reverberated through the basement, shaking the very foundation of the house. Shadows darted across the walls, taking on sinister forms that twisted and contorted in the dim light. The team stood their ground, their resolve unyielding, as they chanted ancient incantations and wielded symbols of protection. With each incantation, the demonic forces grew more agitated, their rage fueling their power. The investigators' devices flashed with frenzied activity, capturing glimpses of dark figures and hearing inhuman voices that reverberated through the depths of the house. After what felt like an eternity, the demonic forces finally subsided. The air grew still, as if the house itself exhaled a collective sigh of relief. The investigators took a moment to catch their breath, their faces etched with exhaustion and triumph. Their mission had been successful. The demonic forces that had plagued the cursed haunted house had been subdued, their power contained once more. The investigators knew that their work was not yet done, but for now, they could rest knowing they had brought peace to a place once consumed by darkness. As they made their way out of the house, the investigators couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. Their journey had been perilous, but they had faced the demonic forces head-on and emerged victorious. The cursed haunted house would no longer be a place of fear and torment, but a testament to their bravery and resilience. And so, the investigators left the cursed haunted house behind, knowing that their next mission awaited them. With newfound confidence and a deeper understanding of the supernatural, they would continue their quest to protect the world from the malevolent forces that lurked in the shadows. As they stepped out into the cool night air, the investigators took a moment to savor the taste of freedom. The weight that had burdened their shoulders for so long seemed to lift, replaced by a renewed sense of purpose. They knew that their success in the cursed haunted house was just a small victory in the grand battle against darkness, but it was a victory nonetheless. As they walked away from the house, their minds filled with the memories of the horrors they had witnessed, the investigators couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had led them here. They had trained for years, honing their skills and learning ancient rituals to combat the supernatural. They had endured countless sleepless nights, researching and studying the occult to better understand the forces they faced. And now, all of that hard work had paid off. But they also knew that their work was far from over. The world was filled with haunted places, cursed objects, and malevolent entities waiting to be discovered. The investigators were determined to seek out these dark corners, to shine a light on the shadows and protect innocent lives from the clutches of evil. They understood the risks involved in their chosen path. Danger and uncertainty were their constant companions, and there was no guarantee of success in each mission they undertook. But they were driven by a sense of duty, a deep-rooted desire to make the world a safer place. And so, as they caught their breath and their faces began to soften from exhaustion, the investigators made a silent vow to continue their quest. They would not rest until every haunted house was cleansed, every cursed object neutralized, and every malevolent force banished. Their journey had started with a single step, and now it had become a lifelong commitment. With each victory, their confidence grew, and they became more adept at unraveling the mysteries of the supernatural. As they walked into the night, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them, the investigators knew that they were not alone. They had each other, a tightly knit team bound by trust and camaraderie. And they also had the support of a vast network of fellow investigators, all dedicated to the same cause. Their mission was not an easy one, but they were prepared to face whatever horrors lay ahead. The investigators were determined to bring light to the darkness, to protect the innocent, and to ensure that the forces of evil were never allowed to triumph. And so, with their hearts filled with determination and their minds focused on the task at hand, the investigators set off into the night, ready to face the next chapter of their never-ending battle against the supernatural. Their next destination was a small town nestled deep within the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest. Rumors had been circulating about strange occurrences and unexplained disappearances, leading the investigators to believe that something sinister was at play. As they entered the town, the air felt heavy with an eerie stillness. The streets were deserted, and the few remaining residents seemed to be living in a perpetual state of fear. It was clear that they were in desperate need of help. The investigators wasted no time in setting up their base of operations. They established a command center in an old abandoned house on the outskirts of town, where they could plan their next moves and gather information. Maps, photographs, and newspaper clippings covered the walls, forming a web of connections and clues. Days turned into nights as the investigators tirelessly combed through the evidence, piecing together the puzzle. They interviewed witnesses, delved into local folklore, and consulted experts in various fields. Each new lead brought them closer to the truth, but it also revealed the depth of the darkness they were up against. The supernatural entities they encountered were unlike anything they had ever faced before. They were ancient, powerful, and cunning. But the investigators refused to be intimidated. They honed their skills, expanded their knowledge, and embraced the unknown with open minds. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the mystery, the investigators encountered unexpected allies. Local legends, forgotten rituals, and ancient artifacts became their weapons. They learned to harness the power of the supernatural, using it against those who sought to harm the innocent. But the battle was far from over. With each victory against the supernatural, a new challenge emerged. The investigators faced their own fears, doubts, and inner demons. They questioned their purpose, their sanity, and their own mortality. Yet, through it all, they remained steadfast in their commitment to the cause. Their journey was not just about solving mysteries or vanquishing evil. It was about the bonds they formed, the lives they touched, and the hope they brought to those trapped in the darkness. They became beacons of light, guiding lost souls towards safety and redemption. And so, the investigators continued their never-ending battle against the supernatural. They traveled from town to town, unraveling the mysteries that plagued the world. With each step, their resolve grew stronger, and their impact on the world became greater. Their journey was not without sacrifice. They lost friends, faced unimaginable horrors, and experienced heart-wrenching moments of despair. But they never wavered. They knew that their mission was bigger than themselves, and they were willing to pay any price to protect the innocent and ensure that darkness never prevailed. As the investigators set off into the night, ready to face the next chapter of their journey, they carried with them the memories of their past victories, the lessons they had learned, and the unbreakable bond that held them together. With each step, they brought hope, light, and justice to a world that desperately needed it. And they would never stop, for their commitment to the fight against the supernatural was a lifelong one. A commitment they would honor until the very end. Their latest case led them to a small, chilling haunted house documentary exploring urban legends and ghost stories. In the chilling haunted house documentary, Exploring Urban Legends and Ghost Stories, our team of intrepid investigators set out to uncover the truth behind some of the most spine-tingling tales that have haunted communities for generations. Armed with cameras, audio recorders, and a healthy dose of skepticism, we ventured into the dark recesses of abandoned buildings and eerie landscapes, determined to separate fact from fiction. Our first destination was an old Victorian mansion tucked away in the heart of a small town. Local legend had it that the house was cursed, with a long history of tragic events and unexplained phenomena. As we stepped through its creaking doors, we could feel the weight of the stories that had accumulated over the years. The air inside the mansion was thick with an otherworldly energy, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. We carefully explored each room, capturing the eerie ambience on film. Strange noises echoed through the hallways, and whispers seemed to float on the breeze. Was it just our imagination, or were we truly being watched? As we delved deeper into the history of the mansion, we discovered a series of tragic events that had unfolded within its walls. From unexplained deaths to tales of restless spirits, the stories seemed to align with the rumors that had circulated through the town. It became clear that the mansion held a dark and haunted past. Next, we ventured into the dense forest surrounding an old, abandoned asylum. The asylum had long been rumored to be a hotbed of paranormal activity, with reports of ghostly apparitions and eerie sounds emanating from its decaying walls. Armed with our equipment, we tiptoed through overgrown paths, our hearts pounding with anticipation. The air grew colder as we approached the main building. Broken windows stared back at us like empty eyes, and the silence was deafening. We cautiously entered, the sound of our footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The atmosphere was heavy with despair, as if the pain and suffering of the past still lingered in the air. As we explored the asylum, we captured chilling EVP, electronic voice phenomena, recordings, and unexplained orbs of light on camera. We felt an overwhelming sense of unease, as if the spirits of those who had once inhabited the asylum were still present, trapped in a perpetual state of torment. Throughout our journey, we encountered countless urban legends and ghost stories, each with its own unique blend of fear and fascination. From haunted hotels to cursed bridges, we delved into the depths of the supernatural, unraveling the mysteries that had plagued communities for years. But as our investigation came to an end, one thing became clear. The power of these urban legends and ghost stories lies not only in the tales themselves, but in the way they connect us to the unknown. They tap into our deepest fears and curiosity, reminding us that there is still much we don't understand about the world around us. So, the next time you hear a chilling urban legend or ghost story, take a moment to consider the possibility that there may be more to it than meets the eye. And if you ever find yourself in the presence of the paranormal, remember to approach with caution, for the spirits that dwell in the shadows may not be as forgiving as they seem. In our journey through the realm of urban legends and ghost stories, we discovered that the torment they inflict upon us is not just limited to the tales themselves. It extends beyond the words on a page or the whispers passed down through generations. The true torment lies in the way these stories seep into our thoughts and imagination, forever lingering in the back of our minds. As we delved deeper into the heart of these legends, we found ourselves face to face with the very essence of fear and fascination. The haunted hotels we visited were filled with eerie whispers and inexplicable cold spots. The cursed bridges we crossed seemed to hold an invisible weight, as if the spirits of those who met tragic ends there still lingered. But it was not just the physical manifestations of these legends that haunted us. It was the way they consumed our thoughts, playing with our emotions and planting seeds of doubt. We found ourselves questioning the nature of reality and wondering if there was more to the world than what we could see and touch. Each encounter with the supernatural was a reminder that we are not alone in this vast universe. There are forces beyond our comprehension, lurking in the shadows and waiting to be discovered. These legends and stories connect us to the unknown, reminding us of our own mortality and the fragility of our existence. But amidst the terror and torment, there is also a sense of wonder. The unknown holds a certain allure, drawing us in with its mysteries and secrets. We are captivated by the possibility of something beyond our understanding, something that exists just beyond the veil of our perception. So, the next time you hear a chilling urban legend or ghost story, take a moment to embrace the fear and curiosity it awakens within you. Allow yourself to be transported to a world where the supernatural and the mundane intertwine. But always remember to tread carefully, for the spirits that inhabit these tales may not be as forgiving as they appear. In the end, our journey through the realm of urban legends and ghost stories taught us that there is much we still don't understand about the world around us. It reminded us of the power of storytelling and its ability to shape our perception of reality. And it showed us that even in the face of torment and fear, there is a beauty in the unknown, waiting to be explored. As we delve deeper into the realm of urban legends and ghost stories, we find ourselves on a treacherous path, filled with both terror and wonder. Each tale we encounter carries with it a chilling presence, a lingering sense of unease that sends shivers down our spines. Yet, in the midst of our fear, there is an undeniable allure that draws us further, compelling us to unravel the mysteries that lie within. The unknown holds a certain fascination, capturing our imagination and igniting a spark of curiosity. It is in these moments of uncertainty that our senses become heightened, our hearts racing with anticipation. What lies beyond our understanding becomes a tantalizing enigma, beckoning us to explore the depths of our fears. But as we venture deeper into this realm, we must tread carefully, for the line between reality and the supernatural becomes blurred. The spirits that inhabit these tales may be more than mere figments of our imagination. They may be entities lurking in the shadows, waiting for an opportunity to test our resolve. Yet, despite the torment and fear that may accompany our journey, there is a certain beauty in the unknown. It is in these moments that we are reminded of the vastness of the universe, of the endless possibilities that exist just beyond our grasp. We come to understand that there is much we still don't comprehend about the world around us, and that realization fills us with a sense of awe. The power of storytelling becomes evident as we immerse ourselves in these tales. We realize that these urban legends and ghost stories have shaped our perception of reality, influencing our beliefs and instilling a sense of caution. They have become a part of our collective consciousness, passed down through generations, and serving as cautionary tales to remind us of the dangers that may lurk in the shadows. And so, as we embrace the fear and curiosity awakened within us, we are transported to a world where the supernatural and the mundane intertwine. We become captivated by the mysteries and secrets that lie just beyond the veil of our perception. We allow ourselves to be both terrified and enchanted by the stories that surround us. But always, we must remember to approach these tales with respect and caution, for the spirits that inhabit them may not be as forgiving as they appear. They may test our courage and challenge our beliefs, reminding us that the boundaries between the seen and the unseen are not easily crossed. In the end, our journey through the realm of urban legends and ghost stories teaches us that there is a delicate balance between terror and wonder. It reminds us of the beauty and power of the unknown, waiting to be explored. And it leaves us with a profound appreciation for the stories that shape our perception of the world, for they hold within them the potential to both haunt and inspire us. As we delve deeper into this world of supernatural intrigue, we find ourselves drawn to the chilling tales and eerie encounters that have been passed down through generations. Each story holds a fragment of truth, a glimpse into the realm beyond our understanding. We wander through dimly lit streets, our senses heightened, as we search for the remnants of these legends. Shadows dance on the walls, whispering secrets that only the brave dare to uncover. The air is thick with anticipation, and every creak and rustle sends shivers down our spines. In abandoned buildings and forgotten corners, we discover the imprints of those who came before us. The spirits of the past seem to linger, their presence felt in the cold drafts and inexplicable phenomena. We tread lightly, treading the fine line between respect and curiosity, knowing that these otherworldly beings may not take kindly to our intrusion. But it is precisely this fear and curiosity that fuels our exploration. We yearn to understand the inexplicable, to unravel the mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp. We seek the thrill of the unknown, even as our hearts race with trepidation. With every encounter,